Hello traders, you're welcome back to the Forex Geek channel. In this video, we are diving into a no-nonsense crypto scalping strategy that is designed for volatile markets and quick profits. All right, so let us just quickly get straight into it. Scalping in crypto is all about speed and precision, right? We are not holding trades for hours or days. So this strategy is designed for quick entries and exits, typically on the 5-minute time frame. Okay, so this is perfect if you want to catch fast moves in Bitcoin, Ethereum, or even low cap altcoins. So how does this strategy work? Well, we're just going to be focusing on three key things. Okay, one is trend identification, the second is entry confirmation, and finally tight risk management. All right, so let us talk about identifying the trend. We're going to be starting on the 15-minute time frame to understand the bigger picture. All right, and we are going to be using the 200 EMA as the trend filter. All right, so we're going to add the 200 EMA to the chart right now. Okay, the 200 period exponential moving average, we're going to be using that as a trend filter. All right, let's give this thickness. Okay, now if price is above the 200 EMA, you are looking for buy scalps. All right, only buy scalps. Then if price is below the 200 EMA, you stick to sell setups. Okay, so this keeps your trades aligned with the prevailing momentum in the market. Remember that the 200 EMA serves as a dynamic support and resistance level. So when price is trading above the 200 EMA, it means that there is prevailing bullish momentum. And when price is trading below the 200 EMA, it means that there is prevailing bearish momentum. So you want to trade in line with the prevailing momentum in the market at the time. All right. So now the next thing is to zoom into the 5-minute chart. Okay. Now you drop into the 5-minute chart. We're going to be looking for a pullback into a key support or resistance zone. Remember, on the 15-minute chart, you want to identify the prevailing momentum. Price has already climbed above the 200 EMA and is bouncing off it as the 200 EMA is serving as a dynamic support. And we zoom into the 5-minute chart, and the 5-minute chart also supports what we saw on the 15-minute chart. All right, so you want to ensure that price is pulling back to a key support or resistance. Okay, we can see that we actually have some important levels around here. You can see we actually had an important level around here. Okay, and price has already pulled back to this. Price has pulled back to this. All right, at the same time, the 200 EMA is already serving as a dynamic support. All right, so you can also decide to use Fibonacci. You can actually decide to use Fibonacci retracement tool to find out, a possible, retracement zone, a possible support zone. All right, where price is going to get rejected. And at this point, we can see that price got between the 50% to 61.8% and got rejected. All right, so you combine that with candlestick confirmation, like a bullish engulfing for buys or bearish pin bar for sales, whatever bullish candlestick pattern you find for a buy trade or bearish candlestick pattern you find for a sell trade. So in this case, you can see that we actually had a bullish engulfing. Look closely, you're going to see that here. So you can see we had a bullish engulfing around here, right? So that bullish engulfing was a confirmation for this buy trade. All right, that was a bullish engulfing. Okay, so you've got a solid entry. Now you're using indicators for extra edge. You're going to be adding the RSI for additional confirmation. All right, the RSI, ensure that the period is set to 14, the length. Ensure that the RSI length is set to 14. You want to enter when the RSI pulls back around the 40 to 50 zone. All right. So if the RSI is between the 40 and 50 zone, then that's an opportunity to enter a buy trade, confirming what we already have here. Make sure that price is already above the 200 EMA, getting rejected from a key support, and then the price pulling back into the 40 to 50 zone and going upwards. That's confirmation for a buy trade. The reverse is the case for a sell. All right. If it is a sell trade, perhaps you get a confirmation price being below the 200 EMA, getting rejected from a resistance, and then the RSI between the 50 to 60 level and coming downwards. Okay, so this confirms that the momentum is ready to resume after a small correction. All right, and then you also need to define your risk and exit fast. Your stop loss goes just below the last swing high. Okay, now remember, we found a good buying opportunity here, right? So after this bullish candlestick, this bullish engulfing, this would have been a good place to enter a buy trade. And then your stop loss can be just below the last swing low. This is because it's a buy trade. If it was a sell trade, it can be below the last swing high. All right. And then for your target, you can actually use a fixed 1:2 risk to reward ratio, right? You can actually use a fixed 1:2 risk to reward ratio, or you can exit at the next key level. So if it's a buy trade, you can exit at the next key resistance. If it's a sell trade, you can exit at the next key support. All right. So we are not here to marry our trades. We are scalping. All right. This is literally a scalping strategy. So you're not meant to stay in a trade for too long. Okay. You want to catch those quick moves. You want to catch as many as you can. All right. So you're not here to stay in trades for long. You are a scalper. All right. So you have to remember that. And always remember, discipline is what separates consistent scalpers from impulsive gamblers. All right. The fact that you're scalping does not make you a gambler. But if you do not do it the right way, then you'll likely be gambling. Okay. Now, this crypto scalping strategy is simple, repeatable, and powerful when executed with discipline. It's perfect for traders who want quick exposure to market moves without sitting at the screen all day. Okay, if this helps you out, smash that like button. And if you want more no fluff strategies like this one, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss what is coming next. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.